What happens is what I call a glucose spike. The more spikes you have, the faster you die.
How to stop coffee from spiking your blood sugar in the morning.
So, if I eat a really carby food, I'll get a big blood sugar spike. That is bad.
You've probably seen certain influencers on social media saying that you need to minimize your blood glucose spikes. Unless you're diabetic, you shouldn't worry about this. Here's why. A short-term blood sugar spike in response to eating carbohydrate is a perfectly healthy, normal response and is not something we need to be concerned about or be trying to limit. The current trend on social media is blood sugar, wearing continuous blood glucose monitors and fear-mongering around blood glucose spikes. The problem is that the people doing the fear-mongering are confusing chronic or long-term and acute short-term elevated blood sugar levels. This is an important distinction. Let's use your heart rate as an example. Having an elevated heart rate in the short term as a response to exercise is perfectly normal and healthy, but having a chronically elevated heart rate is not healthy and would be cause for concern. Coming back to blood glucose, short-term elevations in blood sugar are simply your body's way of processing the carbs you eat and is a perfectly normal, healthy response. However, chronically elevated blood glucose levels can indicate insulin resistance, diabetes, and a host of other health conditions which would be cause for concern. Unless you're diabetic, focusing on minimizing short-term blood glucose spikes is missing the forest for the trees. Sure, if this means you eat more minimally processed high-fiber foods instead of ultra-processed junk foods and go for walks after your meals as a result, then that's great. These are all healthy behaviors that I would absolutely recommend, but they are healthy behaviors independent of their effect on your blood glucose. If you are solely focused on minimizing blood glucose spikes, you could eat ice cream instead of watermelon. Can you see how this is missing the point? So save your energy, focus on what really matters, the non-sexy, non-shocking fundamentals. I'm sorry to break it to you, I wish there was a magic fix. It doesn't make for viral content, but it's the truth. If you want to know exactly what you should be focusing on instead, click the link in my bio for your free phytonutrition report. I'll assess your diet and tell you exactly what you need to work on to get the biggest payoff from your effort. I'll also send you 38 days of my best nutrition insights and stories to dial in your diet, performance, and weight making strategies.